Well, I'll start. You've had quite a career at Florida. What do you think some of the experiences you've had in college have done to help you as you get ready to move to the NFL?
Yeah, that helped me a lot. I had some great coaches. They was in-your-face type coaches, and that's what you're going to expect at the next level. And they just did a great job of helping me on and off the field, become a man, become a better receiver, and become more independent and rely on yourself a lot more and rely on other people.
For you, having gone through a significant injury in college and coming back for your senior year, what has all that done in terms of making you the wide receiver you are today?
Yeah, that done a lot. That just made me become a man. Just know football. You can't take no play for granted. You got to go hard every day because you never know when it's going to be taken away from you. And I just learned how to become a man and just step up to the challenges and do the best I can every time I go out there.
So as you get ready to make that next step now, what are some things you think you've got to show the NFL so you get the opportunities you want?
I got to show my explosiveness on the field, my playmaking ability, my speed, and just show I'm a complete receiver. I can do anything that they need me to do, and I can also play special teams if needed.
And what are some of the things specifically that you think you do that might separate you from other receivers in the draft?
I can run a lot faster than a lot of other receivers. I can stretch the field. I can make plays. I can take short passes and make them 90-yard gains. And I'm physical. I bring a lot of leadership to the table also.
I know part of the process and what is essentially a 3 or 4 month job interview for you now as you approach draft day, that different teams keep asking you a lot of questions. What are some of the things teams are looking for about you?
They're looking for my character. See, am I an honest guy, stand-up guy, stick by my word? Have I been in any trouble? And how do I view myself as a person, as a man, and some of the issues that I dealt with on and off the field, how do I handle them?
What are some of the issues that they might be most interested in?
Like dealing with some troubled players on our team. How did I help them out, and how did I be a leader or a great teammate for people who deal with things on the field and off the field? And
at the risk of not wanting to invade anyone's privacy, but how do you feel about where you stand and some of the things you did? What have you been able to tell them?
I done guided some people throughout my year who've been in trouble. Just keep a level head. I done actually had guys stay with me in my dorm room just to keep them out of trouble at nighttime. So I feel I got a good resume and I have a good background to back myself up with.
How big of an issue do you find character being as you talk to NFL teams?
That's a major issue. That's number one priority. That's the first question every team coming to and asks you, your background, your character, some of the things you done been through life. And I see that's number one of them, and I got a good background, so I see that not being a problem for me.
For you, your name is Andre, but your nickname is Bubba. Yeah. Where'd you get the nickname Bubba?
Growing up, my older brother, Riche, I was a little fat kid running around, so Bubba was a little fat nickname, and it just stuck with me ever since.
Well, also having a brother who has been where you are now, not only having played at Florida, but getting ready to go to the NFL, what's that like, having that experience in front of you in your family?
That's great. You know, he teaches me and tells me a lot of things that a lot of people don't get to hear about since he done been through it. He coached me every step of the way, and I just love to see him do it and me come follow behind him as a little brother.
What kind of advice has he given you, if any?
He told me just be myself. Don't try to be somebody you ain't. Just keep doing what you've been doing the last 22 years of your life and enjoy it and remember to make the best of it.
And then what's it like for you following in those kind of footsteps? I would think on one hand it's a blessing, but on the other hand it could be a burden. How have you dealt with it?
It's a blessing on one hand, but a lot of people compare me to him, and I'm just trying to go out here and make a name for myself and get out of his shadows and be my own man.
You have the same last name and you play the same position, but you are a little different.
Yeah, I'm a little different than him. I think I'm a little better, but he think he better. So.
In what ways specifically, other than being better, do you think you're different?
We're similar in a lot of ways, but on the field I think I'm a little more explosive, a little faster. And I think he's a little more shiftier than me. So we bring a lot to the table, but my game a little different than him. I stretch the field a little more, I think.
If there were a foot race, who'd win that?
I put my money on myself all day, but he'll say him. But we'll see when combine coming who had a better 40 time.
All right, and is that a motivating factor for you when you'd like to beat his combine 40 time?
No, that's not a factor to me. I love to do it, but I'm just out here working hard, trying to get better and bring out the best in me.
As you sit at the doorstep of becoming an NFL player, how exciting is that?
It's very exciting. That's a childhood dream ever since I was like 6 years old when I first got into football. So to be right at the doorstep and that's the next thing coming, I'm so excited. I cherish every moment of it, and I'm just enjoying the process.
When you envision yourself in the NFL, what do you think about?
I think of being like one of those top guys, one of those Jerry Rices, Marvin Harrison type guys, playing a long time and making big plays and winning Super Bowls.
To be so close, what's that like?
That's amazing. I never imagined this in a million years, so I'm just loving it, making the best of my opportunity and trying to rise my stock day by day.
And when you think about draft day, what do you think about?
I just think about being around my family and the people I love, and just can't wait for that phone to ring, and that's just going to bring a big smile to my face.
All right. Bubba, thank you.
Thanks.
Appreciate it very much. Nicely said.